Welcome back to the College Sports Show. It's a new year, fresh start for us in 25.
There we go. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. How was your Christmas and New Year?
It was brilliant, mate. Went back to England, saw the family.
Yeah.
Caught up with some friends back there. So that was very nice. How was yours?
I can't remember.
A few weeks ago now.
A few weeks ago. That was good. I was at home, the family came over. That was all good. Yeah, good. New Year's Eve, we had a bunch of friends come over. But the reason why I was struggling to remember is because I was in Dubai last week.
Yes.
So the jet lag is still, I don't even know where I am half the time right now. So yeah, we did that. We'll get into that in a bit. Lots of travelling. I might have to go back next month, which I'm excited for, but also dreading because that flight is not fun. It's a 16-hour flight, not a fun one. But yeah, did that. We'll get into that in a bit. And lots of college stuff's been happening as well.
Yes.
Lots of college news, lots of rule changes, thanks to our friends at the NCAA. We love you guys, always making something happen. Not drama, I'd say, but it could be.
No, it could be.
It could become drama.
Yeah, it's also exciting. And they seem to be listening to one of the topics we actually spoke about. Them listening to us. It was one of the topics we spoke about. Yeah, we'll get to that later in the show. Yeah,
so we're going to give you some updates, we're going to give you some placement news, lots of new faces here as well.
Yeah, I was going to mention, new year, new faces, very exciting, teams growing, and we made some good signings.
Some very, very good signing athletes coming through in placement. So let's get into it. Start of the show, start of the year, it's episode 1 of 2025. Shall we start with our beloved placements?
Yes, we will start with placement. So again, just brief connections. We've already made 400 connections so far this month. So lots of exciting stuff. But also, which I was surprised to see, well not surprised to see, but I didn't realise how active our placements would have been and the commitments we've had so far in the new year. So we'll talk about a few of them to get us going. Yeah, I'm not going to pick everyone. So we'll start off with Lily Bosemark. So she has committed to the University of San Francisco.
Ooh, nice.
Lovely place. Have you been there before?
Yeah, I used to live in Palo Alto.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I was there for about 3 months.
Pretty
I
cool.
got kicked out, but no, I wasn't kicked out. But I was there for 3 months. Yeah, it was good.
Yes,
just south of San Fran.
Yeah, nice. So she's committed to University of San Francisco. D1 track scholarship, $50,000 a year, 200,000 over 4 years.
Yeah.
Next one, we've got Clara Christensen. She's committed to San Jose State, a volleyball athlete, another D1 commit. She's getting 100%, so full ride scholarship, plus a $4,000 stipend.
Okay.
So
that's better than zero.
Yeah, better than zero.
Wow, so you're being paid to go. No, that's not an NIL deal, right? It's just a traditional old stipend.
Just traditional old stipend for international. So that's pretty cool. We've got...
It's pretty cool.
Rainier.
Who's going to Kaiser? I see someone's going to Kaiser down the road.
Kaiser. Cadmiel Anderson.
Okay, cool.
Soccer.
Nice.
Kaiser U. So, no, very good.
Literally behind the camera. I can see the school behind there.
Yeah.
And you said the other one you were going to mention was?
So we have got Rania Hazri.
Fairmont.
Committed to Fairmont State. Soccer transfer, $25,000 scholarship. There's one just been added now, I think.
I see Nikki doing it.
Nikki must have put this in. So we've got Thomas Jefferson is going to Reinhardt University on a volleyball scholarship worth $40,000 a year.
That literally just came in. I can see Nikki adding the data below. Awesome. Well, so we're at 40. No, how many placements right now?
So we are at 32 placements.
32 placements and over 400 connections. Wow. So nearly 10% success on connections to placements. That's
there you go. So that's good. Great start.
As always, great start to your well done placement team. That is awesome stuff. That's why we do this, right? We want results. We don't just want to talk. We want results. So it's huge. Should we get into some news?
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Some big news. I'll do a bit of a recap from our Dubai trip.
Yeah.
So I flew out there about a week ago, met Simon from the team who's based in Europe. He flew down from Sweden. I think he might make that his home now.
Yeah.
He's thinking of moving there full time. But I hadn't been back there for about 10 years. It's like doubled in size. We went for the Dubai Junior Desert Classic. They're playing the pro event this week right now.
Oh, wow.
One of my friends is a golf influencer, Logo, and he's there playing in the influencer tournament. So I see him posting some cool stuff. But we went there to meet the juniors, met with some of our current clients like Ryan Ahmed, him, the family, super nice family. Never seen him play before, I've only seen him on the Google Meets and stuff. So it's always nice to put faces to names. But very impressed with him. I think he came top 5.
That's good.
And I think he came 3rd actually. I can't remember.
Wow.
Jet lag still kicking.
Good event.
I know he did well.
Yeah.
Then we met, because we partnered up with Jagger. So Jagger's a junior Asian golf academy. They're based out in Thailand, but they also have academies in Vietnam, Canada. That doesn't make sense, Canada being junior Asian golfer, but the guy who owns it is Canadian, so he has an academy in Canada. They're building one in Australia right now, New Zealand, I think Malaysia as well, one in China. Yeah. So really, John, who runs the program there, super nice guy. And he reached out to us a couple of months ago. We did a partnership, and all of his players have access to our app. So they're all on the app and able to connect with coaches, and we went there to kind of help spring it along a bit, to give the players some ideas who they should connect with, give them some kind of one-on-one game plans. So met all his players are awesome. He's got some really up-and-coming top-level players. Wow. What I was doing on the range was filming the players on the range, posting it, and the amount of coaches that were messaging me. Who's this guy? Who's this guy? It was unbelievable. So we're expecting a lot of placements to come through from that. But also, whilst I was there, got to meet the general. Because you might saw the picture. Right? Super cool guy, man. I mean, Simon's like, that's the guy's lifestyle I want. So the general is he's one of the heads of the Emirate Golf Federation, and he, I think he's like 10th in line to be like the king bearer, or like the sheikh.
Wow,
like he's high up.
He's big time.
He's very big time. But he loves golf. He really wants to help golf in the UAE. And so he was asking us to help a couple of players, which we're doing right now, and he's keen for us to go back and do more in the region. So that's where we might be flying back next month.
And that's potentially soccer.
Well, potentially we're going to get into all of the Middle Eastern or UAE federations, the Ministry of Sport. So we're going to be getting our app to every UAE athlete. So that's what we're working on right now with him. So exciting times ahead. And then we met with Talent Lockr. Yeah. So Talent Lockr are now becoming our official partners in that region, Australia, New Zealand. Tim Cahill's behind that. Yeah. So we've got Tim Cahill's team, which we've been working with for a while, Premier League legend. They're going to become our trusted partners in that region to help promote. We already have a school with 25,000 students that are going to be getting onto our app. So really exciting times in that region. That's probably why I'm going to go back next month. We're going to go meet with Tim and his team in Qatar as well to go tour the Aspire Academy. Oh, so lots of big stuff happening out there. So if you are based out in the UAE or Qatar watching this, or Australia, New Zealand, hit us up. We're going to put you in touch with Talent Lockr's team. They're going to take good care of you. And another reason why we're doing this with Talent Lockr is they're helping with the second part after college, which is going to be doing things like getting you pro opportunities, things like that. Very good. And they're actually moving into the job side of things as well. So what we're looking at is helping you guys get to college and then working with Talent Lockr for after college as well. So we're really, really excited to work with Bryce and the team and Tim and the team there. Yeah, absolutely. And that's always been our vision, hasn't it? Like, yes, the college recruitment side of it, helping you secure those scholarship offers, but most importantly, one of the biggest reasons why we're here in the States is to help look after you whilst you're here. So now it's the NIL stuff that we're getting into, and then, like you say, the pro stuff afterwards. Creating pathways. That's exactly what we're doing. So yeah, huge. I've got some NIL news, but I'll hold that for later. Cool. I think we should probably move on to the new junior college. Yes, we should. Do you want to touch on that? College. Yes, so we did actually, it did happen whilst we were away. And I don't know if you remember, but we actually spoke about one of the cases. I can't remember the player, but he was trying to sue the NCAA for losing eligibility. I think that was in episode 2 or 3. Maybe. Yeah, it was early on. Yeah. And we thought it was like, that's not going to happen. Yeah, exactly. That's not going to happen. Yeah. So obviously the player we spoke about, but others as well, came out and started trying to sue the NCAA for them going to junior college, and then because they were transferring to the NCAA, they only had 2 years of eligibility left, which was limiting their earning potential on the NIL deals and so on. So right, well that's not fair. Just because I've gone to junior college, now I can't maximise my earning potential. So the NCAA have turned around now. They're now allowing athletes to go to junior college for 2 years and then keep their full eligibility
for the NCAA.
4 years.
For the full 4 years.
So you could be in college for 6 years.
Yeah.
But you're going to want to be these days.
Yeah.
These days you're going to want to be because you're going to make more money. Like college is the new pro sports.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
And you get your degree all paid for. But now you're going to get your masters paid for.
Yeah.
And it's, continue playing college sports for
to me,
6 years.
that changes absolutely everything because now junior college to me is like a academy.
Exactly.
It's like a training academy for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like where before, like it does affect your recruiting clock. Now it's like, well, if you're not quite ready for the big leagues, junior college is like the must go to, in my opinion. Like go there, develop, play high level, study, but really it's just get your game up.
Yeah, exactly.
To get to the best D1 you can, because if you don't do that, you're either going to go to like a D2 or NIA, and that is going to affect your eligibility clock. Yeah. So why would you do that when you can go to a JUCO? I think you're going to see all the best up-and-coming talent that can't get into the teams of D1 straight away because it's going to get harder with the caps.
Exactly.
They're going to flock to deep junior college over a D2 or NIA. Yeah. And even D2 is really good, but I think what you'll see is the players from D1s that are going to not be there because of the caps move down to D2. Yeah. NIA will still be a strong setup, but it's just going to be the good mix of both. And then all your top players who can't get in D1 will go straight to JUCO. Yeah. 2 years there, they'll switch to D1, or they'll go D2 depending if they can't get to D1.
Yeah, exactly. And if you think of it from a coach perspective, it's going to be, and for younger athletes, 18 coming straight out of high school, it is going to be harder now, again, because of the caps, but also because now these coaches are going to be looking at older, at least 20 years old, people coming straight out of junior college now, who spent 2 years in the States, getting used to settling in if they're international, going to be more physically developed because they've been in strength and conditioning programs, they've been in great training programs in their junior colleges, and they can keep the full eligibility. So it's a no-brainer. So for all the athletes that we're working with now, junior college is a great route for them.
It's always been a good route. It's just people just don't want to do it more. They'd rather go straight to college. But now with the money potential, I think it becomes even better.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think actually this is the best move for JC programs. Yeah, by a mile. So yeah, that was a shock for us, wasn't it? Yeah. Like we didn't see that one coming, but wow, that's made this industry much better, I think, for athletes and for options for you. So we're super excited by that. I think I got that news just before I left Dubai. And we were like, is this happening? We actually were one of the first to post it.
Yeah, I saw
that. We found out. No, I remember now we found out. I found out from a coach. I was at the Doral Junior Championships. Yeah. And I found out from a coach. I was like, you're joking, is that legit? And he goes, yes. Yeah. And we're like, breaking news. Yeah. So we put it on Instagram straight away. Yeah. And we're getting inundated with like messages, but no, it's awesome.
I mean, the funny thing was, we were like, okay, like when's this going to come into place? Like maybe they've said this and they're going to say, oh, maybe it's coming out like 2026, 2027. No, it's instant now.
Yeah. So, crazy world we live in college sports here. So we're intimately. Let's see what else they come up with this year. Should we make a prediction? How many more bombshells are we going to get this year from the NCAA?
I'm going to say at least 2 more. At least 2 more.
Yeah, I'll go 3 just to be a different number.
Okay.
Because let me think what you could get. We're probably going to get some sort of, with that claim, the money claim they have. Yeah. Right, the lawsuit claim. So there's going to be something going to come from that. I reckon there'll be some new addition to how much athletes earn. I reckon there might be some new rules around players transferring. I think they're going to try and clamp down on that maybe.
Yeah, that's been very fluid, hasn't it?
I don't think they're going to clamp down. I think the colleges are going to try and keep their players and create ways that the NCAA then going to have to say, no, you can't do that. I'll go 3.
And international stuff, potentially.
3. We'll see. Open the doors to NIL International. Yeah, let's see. Talking about NIL, I'm off to the largest golf conference in the world next week in Orlando, our backyard. It's the PGA trade show. So why would we be going to that? Because we are meeting with about 10 companies so far to do NIL deals. So we're actually, this year is the year ASM's pushing more than just doing recruitment, but helping our players make money in college. So I'm meeting with a bunch of companies that are looking to like do NIL deals with athletes, and we're trying to see what they want to do, broker some deals for our players, help you guys make money basically. So that will be a really interesting trip to see what the landscape is with brands. So we're talking about clothing brands, equipment brands, apps, all sorts of things to do with the world of golf. But they want to get their products out, and they're looking at how can we do this. Traditional media is expensive. We see this influencer model working. We see NIL. So we're going to try and connect them with our players and broker some deals.
There you go.
So we'll have our own NIL news.
Exactly.
Not everyone else. We're making the money for the players now. We're going out there and getting you deals. I think I'm super excited for it because I think it's the natural evolution of our business. Is not just helping players get to college, but let's see now how we can get brands, players together to make the money.
Yeah, exactly. Makes tons of sense for us. Very exciting. Very exciting part for us. You can't tell us too much about the brands that are going to be there. You don't want to jinx anything yet.
I don't want to jinx anything yet, but I will report when I get back. When I get back, I'm going to report everything we do there. I do know there's a clothing brand. I forgot the name. I'm a bit jet lagged too. Still, but no. Maurizio's joined our team. Been going for the brands, contacting them. So like, I know one of them's Callaway Golf. I can talk about that. So Callaway Golf, if you want to give us $1 million to our players, feel free. We have lots of good players.
Absolutely.
But what I'll do is when I get back, I'll do the full list, everyone we meet, what we're doing, and hopefully we have some deals to report as well. I'm not going there to do 0 deals. I'm going there to get deals for our players and get you guys paid. That's our goal.
That's it. Yeah.
So
And recently, 2 of our new athletes signed deals with Strixon.
Yes, they did.
Which is cool, and they came out here. They got the news when they were out here, and then they went for their club fittings out here, which is pretty cool. And did all the club fittings, and the clubs are going to be sent to them back home.
Cool. We need to get that deal.
We do.
I'll talk to Ernie. Can we get some tricks and stuff?
Tricks and stuff, and the simulator. We still work.
We need to. Well, so interesting enough, I've been looking at the list. There's so many simulator companies going to that. So
really,
I'm wondering if I can show them the show. And I'm thinking if we could put it back there, the golf sim, right? So they can see it on the show. We can promote the golf simulator on the show. And then we could do like, you remember how we did the Bryson DeChambeau challenge in the office? We could simulate that and then put that on the sim and do like live versions.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Get special guests in. Maybe Ernie in.
Maybe get Ernie in. Yeah, I'll get him so you can open it. Oh, that's a good idea. I can tell them that Ernie will open your product in the office. Yes.
They can't turn that.
You should come next week with us. We should go pitch that. Let's go do that. Funny enough, talking about golf simulators, TrackMan just launched the Faldo series, TrackMan series, right? They gave me an idea. So more golfers now, I don't talk about golf, I've been golf heavy lately for myself. They're going online playing golf on simulators, right? And TrackMan has some good statistics. So I was thinking, what if we like try and go to TrackMan, something similar, and do a College World Series, but through like a TrackMan or something digital. And then I was thinking, what else, other sports you could do that in? Like that'd be quite an interesting thing. It could just be a bad idea, but
no. Well, have you seen like Tiger Woods' new?
Yeah, that's up the road.
It's literally up the road.
It's up the road. We should go to that. So like, it's all moving that direction. So I was thinking, well, you know, like how could you get? Because here's one thing, college coaches always ask, especially in golf, how do I compare players from England, Germany, Australia, America? I was thinking, well, hang on, if you did TrackMan, the same golf course for everybody, they're all in a simulator, they're all swinging their way, it's not a bad comparison.
Be so cool.
The putting I don't know so much in chipping, but at least like ball to green, you get all the raw data of the swing speeds and everything. So maybe get him to Tiger Woods' facility.
Did you watch any of that?
I did. Yeah. So when you hit the pin. You see that one? Pinned it into the pin. What do you think of it?
It's interesting how like the green would change and stuff like that. So with that, and then obviously they go on the putting thing.
It reminds me. Cool. It's like, remember Gladiators back in the day? It's kind of like that, but golf. I just don't. I don't know if it's going to be a fad where you like watch it for like a month or. I'm not sure.
It's taken away the golf experience, isn't it?
It's more of a show. It's more of a show. You know what's interesting, especially for golf? It's giving golfers more opportunities. So like now you can go on regular tours, you get on Live, you can get on the Tigers thing. Like the money in sport now is growing. So I think for athletes watching this, like you guys can make so much money playing sport if you get this right. You know, so to get as good as you can, get these opportunities available to you, not just within pro, but NIL. You know, like I'm going there to make $1 million for our players next week. That's my goal.
Absolutely.
So
as it should be.
What else you got, Alex? We got to interview some new staff members. We 20-year veteran.
We have got a 20-year veteran. who has some great coaching experience. We'll let him introduce himself and tell you all about it, but we're very excited about that.
Yeah.
And then just on golf at NIL, very golf related show.
This is,
but,
turned out, I didn't plan it that way.
Yeah. So Kai Trump,
oh yes,
Donald Trump's
yes.
granddaughter, she's committed to University of Miami, Hurricanes, and she's just signed her first NIL deal with Leaf trading cards.
Ooh.
So I had a little look into it, and they do a bunch of people. They've got mainly athletes, but then they've also got trading cards for like Marilyn Monroe and like people like that. So I looked into Kai's trading cards. It's going to be selling for $200 for her trading cards.
How many cards do you have? Like,
I think it's
probably quite a few, right?
5, yeah. But you get the pack, and then you can.
It can't just be 4 or 5 cards.
I think for $200, honestly, I think it is.
Yeah, but like, sure, they're selling thousands of packs, right?
Oh yeah, no, thousands of packs, but per pack.
Oh, per pack. Okay.
So.
But they're selling thousands of packs.
Yeah, there you go. 6 different cards she's got. And then sells a pack of that, and then
we'll have to get that up on the screen so they can see. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, we'll see it.
There we go. Trading cards. Let's get into that.
Absolutely, for all of our athletes.
Get you some trading cards.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. So she'll sell maybe 1 million units and make $4 or $5 million. Who knows?
Who knows?
She's a Trump, she'll be fine.
Yeah, I think she will be okay.
Right, well that's interesting. So that's not what your normal NIL you would expect, but
no.
It's interesting to see. I wonder how many more athletes go that direction.
Yeah, exactly. Because a lot of them has been like you mentioned, like clothing brands, nutrition companies, food companies. So no, interesting. Interesting times. Well, I think should we go grab Sebastian? Let's go and grab him.
Let's go grab him. So I'm going to pause it here.
Pause here. So guys, as promised, here we go. We are welcoming one of our newest team members, Sebastian. Welcome, mate.
Thank you. Hello, everybody.
Welcome.
Yeah. So great to have you on the team. Just want you to introduce yourself, tell the viewers a little bit more about yourself, your background, and what you're going to be doing here at ASM.
Yeah, awesome. I mean, exciting times. I'm super excited to be joining the ASM family. I think everybody in the office has been super welcome. So I have no doubt that we're going to crush this. So my name is Sebastian. I've been coaching at the NCAA level for the last 20 years. I had a chance to be across 5 or 6 different schools through my career. Most of them Power 4 or Power 5 conferences. So a really good background at all the levels that you can encounter in the NCAA level, right? From really academic schools to really big schools, public education that can set you up for great things in the future. So what I'm going to be doing here is basically placing and getting student athletes in soccer mainly. I'm going to help them through the whole process from what do you need to know, how do you need to do it, and what it takes to compete at the college level. And then we're going to support them through the 4 years that they're in their college career to make sure that they have everything they need to be successful on and off the field. So we can set them up for success in the future after the 4 years of college.
Yeah, awesome. So obviously we know where you've worked at before, but just for the viewers that might not know, you've been at some big teams, right? So what's some of the teams you've
Right, I started my career playing and coaching at the University of Memphis. I was there for close to 3 or 4 years as a player, 5 years as a coach, so close to 9 years at Memphis. And then from there I went to Rice University in Houston, where I had the chance to coach there for 1 year. After that, I had a 5-year stop at Vanderbilt University, which is in Nashville, Tennessee, in the SEC. It's an awesome program, which allows me to create some great contacts in that conference as well. After my time there, my family and I moved on to Texas and coached at TCU for 3 years. All that part of my career was at different level as a GA. Then I went to be an assistant coach. Then from an assistant coach, I went to be a recruiting coordinator. And finally, we moved out to the West Coast, Cal State Bakersfield, where I was a head coach there for 6 years.
Wow.
Good.
So that was not the last stop. Sorry,
There's one more.
We went back to NC State here in the East Coast and had the chance to coach in the ACC, which, as you guys know, is the top level in women's soccer in the country, and was an associate head coach there for 2 years.
Wow.
before you guys presented me with this opportunity
Yeah,
that I
right.
could not pass up.
There you go. So for any soccer players watching this, it's probably not very difficult for you to get them in touch with coaches, if they're the right fit, obviously.
Correct. Not at all. Not at all. The first thing that we do here is like we make sure that we pair you up with the right places in the right levels, right?
Yeah.
So once that we make that initial assessment, we come down to consensus of which university you want to go, what level you can play. For us, for any coach that works here at ASM, it's really easy to get in touch with coaches because that's our background, that's what we do, and that's how we spend our last 10, 15 years of our career.
Awesome. What do you think, because we talk about like NIL, right?
Yeah.
What do you think about NIL for athletes these days? Like, do you think that's something they should be thinking about, or wait till they get to college and look at that?
I think it's a combination of both. I think what you need to know is that it's changing, it's new, it's not finalized, so every year continues to change and new rules come in. So it's important that you have somebody like us watching your back because you already know what the next step is going to be. So for me, the number one thing that you need to focus right now is like, let's find the best place, right? And then we can see what kind of deal we can strike in that area. But that's not clear right now with all the schools, and these changes are in place right now.
Yeah.
So the number one thing is let's find you the best fit. Academically, athletically, location-wise.
Yeah.
Let's find what you're looking for before we move into that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Interesting.
100%. And so obviously with all your experience, as you just explained, all the different universities that you've worked at, a lot of your job would have been recruiting athletes, right? So what would be the 3 biggest tips you would give to athletes in the recruitment process when they're reaching out to coaches, getting on calls with coaches? What would you say is the most important things they need to be doing?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit different from everybody. Depending on where you're coming from. Are you here from the States? Are you an international recruit that's trying to come over the States? So I think there's a little bit of different things that each student athlete needs to do based on their background and what they're looking for. But the number one thing that they need to know, everyone needs to know when they go through this process is you're branding yourself, you're marketing yourself. So when you talk to coaches or when you send an email out, when you're doing some research, just think about that, right? You're representing yourself and your family. You gotta put the best version of yourself forward. And if you think about it that way, that would translate in the emails that you send, in how you send phone calls, and who you talk to. So that's the number one thing. Make sure you're being professional with the process, and you're representing yourself the right way, because you're marketing yourself, right? When you talk to coaches, they picture you, okay, do I want you with my jersey in my program, right? So make sure you're mindful of that when you're talking to people and you're reaching out. That would be the number one thing for me.
Yeah.
So don't email the coach, I want a full ride.
Correct. Yeah, you're skipping a few steps.
Some people do that though. That happens a lot, right?
Right. Yeah, and as a coach, when you see that, you just swipe left and then you delete. Because it's like there's so many players right there, and that's why having the support of somebody like ASM and our coaches and our staff, we help you navigate through all that clutter of players and emails that go to the coach's desk.
And I know of conversations we have, like you have, like that's what we like about you as well. You have no interest in trying to take everybody on. Like you're looking for the right player, the right fit. It's not just about signing 500 players. It's about finding quality players that are realistic and that you can give a good service to and get them to the right program, right?
Absolutely. I mean, during the recruiting process, when you were recruiting me, the conversation was where as I'm transitioning out from coaching on the field at the college level, I had this opportunity to potentially be doing the same thing for different places, but other places they wanted quantity, not quality. Here at ASM, we focus on, okay, can we provide the service that we want to deliver before we actually say yes to a client? So for us, it's very important that our goals align with your goals, and making sure that we can come up to a win-win situation at the end of the 4 years or at the end of the term, making sure that we're placing you in the right places so the client is happy, the coach is happy, and we're happy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So any players out here watching this want to get connected with you, what's the best way for them to reach you? Email?
Yeah, you can send me an email, s.vecchio at asmsports.co.
We'll put it on the
We'll put it
bottom.
at the
so you can see that.
bottom. You can reach out to me on Instagram, it's svecchiosports.com, at svecchio.sports.
We'll put it there.
We'll put it at the bottom
Yeah,
too. You caught me off guard with the Instagram, but just send me an email, put my number to the bottom.
Yeah.
So all the stuff that comes gonna be
somewhere
here.
here, somewhere,
right
yeah.
there. Okay, these guys are awesome, so they're gonna make you look really good. Alright. It's just reach out to me and we can get a conversation going.
Awesome. Well, we're very excited to have you on the team, so it's
Absolutely.
great to have you down here with us, and I'm sure you're going to help many players in that process and make some dreams come true. So we're excited.
Yeah, thank you for giving the platform to help all the student athletes out there. So
Absolutely.
I appreciate you doing that. Let's go crash it.
Awesome. All right, guys. Well, thank you for tuning in this series or this episode. First one back of the year.
Yes.
So we're on our first
Oh,
one
wow.
of the year.
Yeah,
First
feel honored.
one back of the
Thank
year.
you.
Yeah, and we'll be back next week.
There you go. See you next week.
Ciao.